to take some time off the tour and come back with a whole new Drake diss, because Drake just pulled the ultimate bitch card move. Now, if you've not been keeping up with Miss Aubrey, Miss Aubrey has been touring, and I'm gonna call her Miss Aubrey because Miss Aubrey is acting like a very angry female. Okay, Aubrey's not acting like a man. Aubrey is acting like one of the girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to get his revenge through ways girls would do, and not like, grown men.
Welcome back to the Cove, where we don't just sip tea, we stir it till it's boiling. And Drake, he done pulled out the whole kitchen sink. Forget about throwing subliminals. This dude is subpoenaing people, as well as asking for paternity tests. If it's your first time here, I appreciate you coming through. UMG Drake lawsuit is getting messy, y'all. Now, I got some stands that's going to trigger y'all a little bit. Prepare y'all for what's finna come.
Kendrick fans acting like this diss wasn't raw. Kendrick fans swear that they know how to break down lyrics, but you missed out on the number one point. When Drake said drop and give me 50, he wasn't talking about push-ups. Kendrick had to shell out 50% of his deal to TDE. So when he's saying drop and give me 50, he's talking about give me my 50%. Just give me my money. And by the way, you missed the entire point again. When he said you ain't into big three, it's me twice plus Playboy Cardi. J. Cole hit the top 100 74 times. He hit the top 10 12 times, and he's only had one number one. If you look at Kendrick, he hit the top 100 72 times. He got 13 top 10s and 3 number ones. But when you look at Drake, he's got 329 in the top 100, 77 top 10s, and 13 number ones. That's more than double. Right. And the fact that he had to respond to like 6 people, y'all are not even factoring that in, saying that he gave him his first number one, which is true. Drake and Future's collab, What a Time to Be Alive, has already reached 2 billion streams on Spotify, making it one of the most streamed collabs of all time. To me, it sounds like Drake got his point across. It's really levels to this.
I just want y'all to see what a propaganda video looks like. It's really this stuff I am pushing this. They're really pushing this. And people are loving this and believing this crap.
I need all the DNA tests of Kendrick Lamar's kids. Kendrick Lamar was beating his girl. I know it. You guys have the paperwork. Let me see it. Come on. I'm dying here.
I mean, you look at it, that's exactly how we see Drake right now. This is what he's exactly doing. He's crashing out. He's pouting like a little baby, and he's not getting his way, so now he's going to go to court and sue. True hip-hop people do not feel confident about supporting something like this because it's nothing about what we do in the culture. There's nothing that he's doing that we all can say, yes, that makes sense. You should be doing something like that. No. Not this time. Dave Free has always been Kendrick Lamar's right-hand man. He's his creative partner, and low-key is one of his shields in the industry. Now, Drake targeting him for paternity claims, that's just a major red line.
Drake, please get some rest. We got to move on. At this point, his legal team is requesting any information regarding the paternity of Kendrick Lamar's children, and also asking for any documents regarding DV between Kendrick Lamar and the mother of his kids. They're also asking that the CEO of UMG's emails be released because they believe that this was all a conspiracy to try to bring Drake down. At this point, it's given police. And I mean that quite literally. And what's so ironic about this is that if you look at the history of hip hop, it stands in direct opposition of the police, of policing people, of policing communities, and of what police have done to Black people specifically. So at this point, it's very much giving that Drake is cosplaying being part of a culture. Like, your Karen is starting to show, and you get no cool points for that. At this point, you're writing strongly worded letters instead of just taking an L. Just say you lost. He even bringing up the rap beef that he had with Pusha T and saying that UMG or Def Jam censored Pusha T during the rap battle, but they didn't do the same with Kendrick Lamar. Like, you have to move on.
You know what's crazy about? I talked about that. That's one of the reasons why Drake is suing UMG, because they didn't protect him. They didn't censor Kendrick music before it came out. That's what they was doing with Pusha, so he had the upper hand. He had the upper hand for years. Now UMG said, you know what? The gloves are off. You and Kendrick are on the same level. Y'all figure it out, and we gonna make some money. And y'all go do y'all thing. They pushed Drake songs too, but they didn't have no legs. They didn't want to run. His own fans didn't listen to it. If Drake was such a big artist, why didn't they listen to any of his diss tracks? Why did that not happen? Let me know down in the comments how you feel about that.
So let me get this straight, Lawbry.
What?
Yeah, I heard somebody call him Lawbry. I'm running with it. You got your legal team to pressure UMG into giving you information about this man's wife and children. Didn't you mention his wife and children on a song already? The same information that you're looking for? Drake, you lost, my nigga. You lost. Lawbry, you lost.
Lawbry.
It's okay to lose a battle. Throughout the history of hip-hop, people have lost battles. Remember when Meek lost back to back? He took his L on the chin and kept it moving. And then y'all was in a video together after that. I'm so confused as to why you would bring lawyers to a rap battle.
You know what I'm saying? The streets is the streets. This is industry. Niggas want to bring their lawyers to motherfucking battles, man. Don't bring your lawyer, man. Bring your guy to bring your clique, man. Straight up. So it's a big difference.
It's a big difference. You lost. And let me explain this to you, Lawbry. Even if you won this lawsuit, you still lost that battle.
Is there anyone here who thinks Drake won this battle? If you think, let me know what you think down in the comments. Because I'm wondering, is that still a conversation? Is something going to change? And you know what? After this, can we say Kendrick is probably he has a break. He's on break right now, getting ready to do the Spanish leg of the tour in South America. But I think he has a couple of weeks. We need that diss track right away, sir. Right away.
Y'all saw this one coming. But still, Aubrey Drake Graham. Step inside my office, sir. I'm sorry. Proof of abuse? Do you know how absurd that sounds? It's the same type of obsession that had Crocker tweaking out about them damn fairies. We have fairy godparents! And honestly, can your heart even take this? Y'all Canadians eat ham every fucking day for breakfast. Your cholesterol gotta be higher than the views from the 6. You chose to fight with an American. Like we don't have to put on our get along t-shirt every 75 years or so. And you thought it was a good idea to hop on your moose and bring your musket to a gunfight against an AK-47. Now, how'd that work?
To be honest, I think Drake just started up again. Adding what they add to this lawsuit now, Kendrick Lamar is directly added to it. It's finna get messy, y'all. Something finna happen.
In a rap battle just because Kendrick threw out them allegations. Drake threw out the allegations first. He said Kendrick's kids wasn't his, and he said Kendrick was violent against Whitney. He said that in Family Matters. And he made jokes about it throughout the entire song, and he made jokes about it in Hard Part 6. It only stopped being hip-hop when Drake lost. That's when it decided to be like, oh, these are real allegations. These are hurting my image. Yeah, because you lost the rap battle. You was throwing out slander. Kendrick threw out slander. It is what it is. He's only suing because in the public eye, he lost. Also, the reason why Kendrick's allegations stuck more is because he do hang around a nigga named Baka Not Nice who got a sexual trafficking charge, who was convicted of that. And Drake said it was a holiday when this nigga got released. Texting a 14, 50-year-old Millie Bobby Brown.
And that's what I keep saying. It's like there's so much information of this stuff out there. It's easy to land. You don't have to make it up. And if the culture chose to win, how are you going to change that? There's nothing you can do to change that other than get your butt back in the studio. That's it.
At 30. These are things that people can tie together and be like, you know what? That is kind of weird. People love to be like, well, Kendrick rapped about a whole daughter that didn't exist. He was just talking. Well, apparently Drake fed him that information. Right?
Yep.
So y'all just we ignoring that now? At the end of the day, it was hip hop. Just because people got a magnifying glass on all the weird shit he been doing the last 15 years, it is what it is. They was calling that nigga weird before this bout. Kendrick just happened to make a catchy ass song about the nigga, which won Grammys, and he performed that song at the Super Bowl.
That's a very good way of putting the kid thing. Hey, you gave me information. How was it corny when you the one said you gave it to me? I used it. Now you saying, bruh.
I've been a fan of Drake since he was on Degrassi and from the start of his career until now, and I've never been more ashamed to be a Drake fan than I am today. Drake was the chosen one. Lil Wayne was his mentor. He had everything in his bag. He even lost a beef to Pusha T and was still able to sell records. Nothing could hold this man back. But seeing all this legal shit transpire in 2025, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't listen to Drake as much as I used to. It just doesn't hit the same. Like, this man is a fucking bitch. Like, I don't know how Drake fans have no shame at this point. Like, how can you defend these actions that Drake is doing over a rap beef? It got to the point with me, I stopped speaking on Drake and Kendrick because it was like beating a dead horse. Seeing a motherfucker go out sad, it gets old talking about it. But it's to the point with Drake, it's secondhand embarrassment. It's like, bro, I fucked with you since Degrassi, and this is how you're gonna go out. You're going out this sad and pathetic. You are a disgrace to hip-hop at this point. Just go and be a pop artist because you ain't rap, my guy.
That's another Drake fan. Like I said, I used to be a Drake fan too. And and now he's even in a worse place than he was back then. He's past Karen. He's gone over on the other side now. He's just been crashing out. He's been crashing out. He's not going to do anything to change what the public thinks about him. So I don't understand why he keeps fighting and resisting when he could just go relax, get a nice fat Serta bed or whatever mattress you're using, and you get that nice Serta bed and you lay down and you take a nice nap. You know, not a Michael Jackson nap, but you take a nice nap and relax. You get some roots, you know what I'm saying, and chill out. But you just out here just want to keep running around with scissors in your hand and get mad when somebody come back at you. You can't do that.
Honestly, I can't respect anybody who continues to defend Drake. This is actually becoming pathetic. It already was pathetic, but Laubrey continues to find new ways to become even more lame than he already is. This man is now requesting DNA tests to prove that Dave Free is not the father of Kendrick's children. We know this is Kendrick's son. He looks just like his dad. Not only that, Kendrick's son looked just like Kendrick's dad. But let's continue. Drake and his delusional fans will want you to believe that this is about him standing up for other artists. This whole lawsuit is self-serving. This is about him not being able to take an L. Because tell me, what does a DNA test have anything to do with this lawsuit? He's obsessed with Kendrick, and I'll tell you why. Drake has a direct deal with UMG, and Kendrick does not. Kendrick has an independent deal through his label PG Lang, and he has distribution and publishing through UMG. So he doesn't have to do all the things that Drake does, whether it's tours and constantly put out music. Kendrick can do those things at his own pace. And let me tell you, all that music that came out during the beef, specifically Euphoria and Not Like Us, that was through PG Lang. Kendrick ran up a bag. Drake asking for the DNA test is not because he really truly believes that Dave Free is the father to Kendrick's children. No, he wants to get under Kendrick's skin. He wants a reaction from Kendrick, and he is going to get one. That man is evil. And I'm not talking about Drake. We talking about the boogeyman. I know for a fact that Drake is going to pay for bringing Kendrick's family into this lawsuit. I don't know how. I don't know when. But trust, Kendrick is not done with this man, and he's going to be out for blood.
And speak on it. Listen, I think this beef is finna get rolling right now because Kendrick got time. He got time, and Drake literally put them kids in a lawsuit. Like, that is some crazy mess to think about. There's some crazy mess to think about. Now, I'm pretty sure UMG ain't gonna be blocking nothing. And from what she was saying as well, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar releasing Euphoria and I Like Us on PG Lang, the GNX album was also released on PG Lang. That's his release. And the fact that that record, is it 3 or 4 times platinum already? It's moving up there quick, especially with this tour. It's insane. It's through the roof. Make sure y'all go check out my mashups of the GNS Tour series on this channel. You know, it'll give you the goosebumps when you see the love that Kendrick Lamar and SZA was getting over there in Europe and the rest of the world.
Let me make sure I'm understanding this, right? So, Drake starts beef.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick finishes beef.
Yep.
Drake can't believe Kendrick did that. So after Drake cried in the corner, Drake decides to file a lawsuit.
That sounds all right.
That's some pussy ass shit. The light-skinned delegation just can't catch a break. Like, if y'all ever wanted to trade him for somebody else, this will be the time to do it. This is one of many reasons why a lot of people don't consider Drake to be a representative of hip-hop. In hip-hop beef, there will always be somebody who got to take the L. And when that happens, you have 2 choices. You either respond better or let it be. But never in the history of hip-hop has anybody ever sued because they feelings hurt. Hip-hop artists. And if we go keep it 100, like if we go keep it real, the reason why his career isn't what it used to be is not because of Kendrick. It's because his last few albums wasn't good. People are getting tired of hearing him sing without knowing how.
Last couple albums has been on the decline. It's clear. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And since this battle, I think his name stained a little bit. If you're still rocking with Drake and Drake is still your dude, let me know down in the comments. I want to hear from you too. If you're still here, because I'm sure you're probably that one person that hit the dislike video all the time. There's always one Drake fan that come in. It tells I could write on here, if you hate Kendrick Lamar, don't watch this video, and they'll still come in and watch the video if I said that. Or I said, hey, if you hate Drake, don't watch this video. They will still come in, watch a little bit, and then hit the dislike and leave. Don't be a hater, y'all. If you're still watching this video, I appreciate you coming through, checking me out on another mashup series. And Drake is off hinge. You know, he's just doing Aubrey things that we know Drake loved to do, you know, and he does separate himself from the rest. You know, he's out here putting subpoenas on people. You know, he's asking for DNA tests. You know, what does this have to do with Not Like Us and defaming him? I have no idea. We're still in. I'm not even sure what stage we're in. You know, is this still discovery stage? What are we doing? Do they have to submit any of that? Those are things we don't find out yet. Even though he asked for it, doesn't mean he's gonna get it. All right? Just because he asked, don't mean he gonna get nothing, because UMG ain't gonna just open up their books and says, hey, this is what we do, or blah, 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 whatever. No. You're gonna have to work for that, kid. You're gonna have to work for that. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, at some point, something's gonna change in this case very soon, I think, because this is not part of hip hop. Now, could this backfire? when you make claims this bold, you either confident or you have receipts. Y'all think Drake got receipts, y'all? Do y'all think Drake got receipts? And is this going to backfire at all? Because some of his stands are going to rock with him either way. But I think the majority of people who like him, but they're like on the fence, are now starting to see who he really is. Now, I think this here would be the ultimate decline of Drake as we know him. This is the decline starting to happen. You know, he's trying to win back something that he cannot win back. When the culture or the people choose a winner, you can't go back and change their mind or something like that. It's already done. And then the fact that you're in court right now trying to defame the same game that you went into and participated in, and because you lost, you decide, I'm going to sue. Oh, he's even asking about who did the music videos and I mean everything. Like, bruh, what are we doing? Like she said, if you're still following and accepting this stuff with Drake, I can't be rocking with you either. I need y'all to let me know down in the comments how you feel about this. You know, Drake wanting so many things. And let me know, because I appreciate all the comments. I try to respond to all the comments. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one, y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a great day. Don't let the haters get in your way.